What's good, people? Hope everybody's blessed and amazing. I'm Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide. Welcome to the channel. I didn't even check to see if the sound was good. Let me make sure my sound is good. I had to restart the computer. Y'all know, poor little computer. Give me 2 seconds to make sure I got some sound. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I do apologize. Give me a sec. Yeah, hope everybody's doing great. This reading is for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, Lord. I feel hungry. Oh. All right, good to go. Good to go. All right, so hope everybody's doing amazing. Again, can't say that enough, of course. Let's see. A relationship reading for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You like what you hear, please like and subscribe. Share who you must. That's fine with me. We're going to jump right into the reading. I ain't going to hold you too long. I just want to tap in. Since we're in the Aquarius season, we can go into an air sign relationship reading. So, is love in the air? I did a lot of stretching when I came home today. It felt so good. And I've been dealing with a tooth issue, which I'm dealing. You know, can't take me down. I hope, Lord, that's the worst pain ever. I'll have children natural before I say yes to dental pain. Oh gosh. Really? That's never happened before. Anywho, we going into like, you know, Valentine's season. Valentine's. I'm not a big Valentine's, you know, I'm not a big holiday girl, should I say. You'll know that about me. But I'm rocking it for the lovers. Singles, y'all there too. You know, the in-betweens. Folks that are in between. I'm just shuffling, y'all. Getting that energy off from the last time I smoked my cards. Usually after every reading. I cleanse them, smudge them. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into the reading. Alright, I'll take that. Even though that wasn't that was a fallout. Not my type, lone wolf, stuck in the past. Soulmate only, so they have stuff with different energies here. I should have pulled some tarot. Only got somebody that's playing games. Not my type, lone wolf. Somebody's single. Somebody's either looking for a soulmate or dealing with a soulmate. Someone's too stuck in the past to even see any of that. And someone's you have standards, and just so happens look like everybody's not your type. Maybe you want to be single. You're not really looking for nobody. Excuse me. With lone wolf standing, sitting next to it. This one, thank you. Yeah, staying stuck. Somebody's staying stuck. Energy is staying stuck in the past. Thank you. Not talking. I guess you wouldn't be talking to somebody that's not your type. Or maybe this is a person you're not talking to that's playing games, demanding, procrastinate, playing games, not talking, not your type. I get it, not your type. You much rather stay single, and that energy staying stuck along with, I get it, soulmate only. This one person. It could be a multitude of people. You like demanding soulmate only. I ain't standing for nothing else. Nobody playing games. That ain't even my type. I'm not playing with the procrastinators. You know, I'm not even. I don't have no time for you. I'm in it to win it. Like if I'm dating you, this is in general, not me per se. But I mean, it could fit me too because I mean, when you date somebody, your intentions are to maybe one day be with that person. You know, for the rest of your life. You know, seal a deal, kind of thing. Nowadays, they have so many ships and situations and all kinds of crazy stuff that's happening, and people, yeah. So whoever you are feeling like this. You are demanding this for your situation yourself because you play. I mean, you've been played with. You may have played the games and been played with. You know, you're not dealing with anybody who's not putting any effort, matching your, the love that you bring forth, or whatever it is that you bring forth in a relationship. Got a word for that kind of people. You know what I mean? Them kind of people that ain't my type. That's it. No games here. I don't play games. Yeah. Look, dealing with that kind of energy is just too much work. Too much work. Take too much from you. You much rather be single and alone until you can get what you demand. I see you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. I just set the cards up. That's crazy how I just moved them, but I don't even have them in the order in which they came out. But we're gonna read them nonetheless. So demanding. What's going on, y'all? I see you. All right, demanding, and it says, you set impossible standards for you and your partner to meet. I'm sorry, yeah, for you and your partner to meet. Be less demanding. So they're saying that you have a standard that you kind of live by. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with that. But Spirit is saying maybe you gotta kind of like relax it a little bit because you are stuck in some past energy. You know what I mean? Maybe you are, you know, it was a lesson that was learned, and you don't want anything to slip through the cracks anymore. You can see it from a mile away. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with your standards. You know what I mean? Keep them where they are. If I say you don't have to relax your standards for nobody, you have a criteria. You have what it is that you want, and don't accept nothing less. Because the minute you accept that one something less, there's a whole bunch that comes with that, right? Oh, she took that, or he took that, so I can get away with this, and or I can get away with that. Yeah, that's little minute things that become greater things in the end. You know what I mean? So maybe that's a lesson that life has taught you. Relationships, friendships, whatever ship that you know you held close or you deemed close that spawned this insight on the way you feel, right? So you demanding soulmate only. Nothing wrong with that. You know, somebody that value your time as well as you value your time and theirs, right? Someone that could actually see that you love you and because that you are doing everything that you need to do, and um, meaning you're in the right place, the right mental space, so that you may be found, right? That soulmate energy. That's how soulmate energy works. When you are in the right place at the right time, in the right frame of mind, and doing your own thing, ready to be found. Especially when I love the scripture when it says, "A man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing." And I'm not one of those ones who, yeah, it's not, how I want to say it. I don't want to offend anybody because I'm using my words carefully. But chivalry isn't dead, meaning I love a man to be a man, and I love being a woman. And I'm not saying that the roles can't reverse or the roles aren't reversed, but to each their own. For me, I love to be a woman, and my man to be a man, and that's it. Yeah, straight. Yeah, I like it like that. Anywho, that's a sense of security I get with it. I can be vulnerable about the situation. And it's a sense of security about it. So nonetheless, soulmate energy, soulmate only. I feel you. Nothing less. You're not accepting nothing less. I respect that. Um, and it says you have many soulmates, or you have had many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. And that's crazy because that is facts. Like you have many people, like friends. I have friends that have been my friends forever. I really deem like family. I don't even think they're friends. There's a couple of my sisters that I deem as family, and I feel it, and they're my soulmate. And I don't have to talk to them all the time, but when we talk, it's genuine and it's heartfelt. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I feel like they are definitely soulmates that I met at different parts of my life that um yeah helped me along my path. And very grateful for each and every one of them. And like I said, I don't talk to each and every one of them every day, but they know I love them. All right, so they are near and dear. When I pray for my family, they're in that number. You know. So we have lone wolf here, and it says, "Are you really a loner, um, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you?" See, now I get it. I understand. And look, I mean, I literally like just read the whole story just by reading these top words. I didn't even read the bottom of the explanation of the card. So staying stuck, that lone wolf energy. But this one actually came out before that one. So and it kind of follows the lone wolf card. I think that actually came out right behind it, but it did come out before this one. So I want to read this one first. And this one is stuck in the past, and it says, "Let go of your ex completely, so you can truly welcome new love into your life." And this card stating that you are, um, yeah, the reason why you don't want to really be alone, is it that you don't want to be alone? I mean, you don't want to have anybody in your life, or are you just afraid of loving someone and actually, yeah, letting go of that energy that is stopping you from actually loving someone up, opening your heart to the fact of that maybe it's time, you know. And I know it's a scary world out there. I see it. I feel you. That's the reason why I mean, it's crazy. I get it. But yeah, if you're ready, don't be afraid. And then crazy enough, when you think those kind of things, you kind of like welcome that energy in. So when you go, you gotta go open hearted and faithful, meaning like having faith in the situation, because that's what you deserve. If you know you've done the work, and that's what you deserve, because that's the energy you put out you know, the energy you radiate, right? Um, yeah, it's gonna come back to you just that way. And that's the way that you're supposed to look at it. But if you look at it as you are defeated before you even get into a situation or a relationship, because we don't want to start it off as a situation, a friendship, it can be a friendship first, a friendship that evolves into, you know, love. It can be that. I can see that. It can happen, you know, just the things that we see in the, yeah, it just makes love look so weird these days. Love is not love anymore. Love is disguised as so many other things. And yeah, it's just weird seeing. But when you really, really get around someone, people that genuinely love each other, like have you ever gone to a wedding, right? Where everybody's intoxicated on the love of the couple. And then have you ever gone to a wedding where you like everybody like betting on when is how long it's gonna be, how long it's gonna last, because you can feel the energy. You know when it's genuine. You know when it's genuine. Everybody they crying. There's real tears in there, sniffling, and you know it's real love because it's in the everybody in there floating on. It's just real, and you can feel it. You don't have to. Yeah, you could just feel it. Like the alcohol is extra. Everybody drinking, but the intoxicating love energy that's like flowing in the air, man, that is a beautiful feeling. I've gone to a few weddings like that, like literally cry from the beginning to the end. Like I'm a very emotional person, right? So I mean, I not emotional in that sense, but when I feel like my body's in tune with the things that are around me and the people that I care about, right? And when I really sense love, yo, that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And feeling, you know, a beautiful thing to witness. But nonetheless, so staying stuck, and it says, yeah, you keep repeating old patterns. It is time to try something new. I'm just saying. You don't have to take my word for it. Maybe this is like confirmation. Maybe this is like something that you are like, okay, maybe if I get God, if you give me a sign, you know, and then bam, boy, here I am. You asked, and here it is. You done manifested me. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah. All right. So next, it says playing games, and I get it. I get it. I get why you feel this way, and you are like guarded, but you'll never know, right? You'll never know until you actually put yourself out there, and not put yourself out there like out there on these streets. You know what I mean? But you know, do the right thing. You get out. You can't win if you're not in the game. Mm. We're not playing games, but I'm just saying. Let me use my verbiage correctly, because I don't want to be using no oxymorons and stuff like that. But yeah, I understand. Too much work. I can absolutely feel that. But that was at the end. So hold up. Y'all know I gotta bring the cards close to my face. All right, not my type came out before. I think most of these. Let's see. Not my type. And it says, be open to different types of people. Like she just saying, like relax your standards. And crazy enough, you might find, you know, what I want to say, the best relationship or the best person in something that you wouldn't typically look at. It may be the things that you're going for. And not saying that you aren't worth the best of the best or whatever, but sometimes you can't look at the shell of a person. Right? You gotta look at their heart. You gotta, in fact, vetting people. first, right? Becoming their friend, understanding who they are, right? Um, Relationships move too fast these days. And listen, I'm a victim of it. I mean, not a victim of it. I'm a willing participant. Hold up. Let me retract those words. I'm a willing participant in that kind of behavior. So yeah, and when I tell you all the stories, represent not just the energy that I am bringing forth to you all, but it's for me too, right? And yeah, that's why I say I can get it, definitely. But sometimes you gotta relax your standards. Maybe not to the point of where you are depreciating your value or um yeah accepting anything less. It's just sometimes you gotta maybe you don't like the guy with the bald head. Maybe the guy with the bald head is your guy. You know what I mean? You didn't see his heart first. You saw his shell, and that's where you miss out on your blessings. Sometimes you got to give the guy who's like 5 inches shorter than you. You know, it might be him, her. You know, the young lady who's got short hair instead of the long hair you like, right? So it's because hair could grow, right? So you never know. You just have to kind of, if you want what you want, you desire a relationship. Sometimes you have to, yeah, do that because your blessing might just be right in front of you, and you set on the deal, reneged on your blessing. Like God has been showing him, like, girl, I've been sending him, and he right there, girl, you what's wrong? Why you why you keep asking me for him? And I keep sending him to send your coffee, and you're like, oh, that's so nice, so nice. Oh, he's so nice. Oh, she's so nice. She's so nice. You know. Oh, you done friended the person, and that's a good thing. But you know what I mean. The people trying to show you, and maybe that's for somebody because maybe somebody's like on your tail, and you didn't get to see him, or you don't see him like you could see him, or maybe like you should see him, and they've been showing you. You know, that's cute. And then when you sit back and think about it and look at it, and you're like, oh, this whole time I've been missing all the clues. Anyway, so not my type. So be open to different types of people because you may find you'll be surprised what you find. Okay. And playing games, you don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. Right. And you know that. Excuse me. You absolutely know that. So that's not why you're in it, right? Or not why you will um, you know, jump into the dating pool again. Excuse me. I'm gonna encourage you to do so. You don't have to, like I said, go out here flexing all your walls, your boundaries and stuff and all of that stuff. You know, create your boundaries. You respect them, and others will respect them as well. So that's it. And procrastinate. hmm Maybe that's you procrastinate on your love life. You want what you want, but where you been? What you been doing? Because the pillow can't talk to you. The TV, it could only see so much. I'm just saying. These new TVs go off after a certain. Hey, that was the train. It sounded like it jumped the track. Yeah. It says, don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. Ooh, well, let me find out. That's about you. Now, let me find out. I got somebody around me that's like that because I don't be paying attention. I be in my own world. Wait, hold up. Now, I'm going to sit back and I'll be in my own world. Let me find out. Wow. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. That's deep. And I just was saying, you might already have somebody around you. All right, not talking. I didn't read that one. It says, you aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. And maybe you can talk to this person. You know what I mean? Whoever this is that's on your tail. Who that's on your tail, honey bunny. Sorry, I gotta bring these legs out. And maybe you can, we can be friends. I don't mind us being friends. Grabbing a coffee here and there, some lunch. Get to know each other's likes and dislikes, favorite colors and favorite songs. You learn a lot about a person, about when you look in their music catalog. You know, that's what I think. Because I'm a music, I love music. I'm a musician. I love singing, and yeah, that's the way I connect with people. If you don't kind of like love music like I love music, you see how I say it might. I was about to say it might not work. Maybe my soulmate don't like music like I like music. But we might like something else that's um, equally compatible. You know what I mean? You see how I just said that and just counted the one who don't like music out, and that might be my guy. You know. And this thing I'm doing in psychology is actually pretty cool. It's called the emotion triangle, and we're talking about it with adolescents, children, and moving into the adult arena of it. But that's crazy, and that kind of like helped me just think about that. That's deep. It works. I can't wait to do my thing. Anywho, yeah, too much work. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved. Yikes. Well, you see how a lot of those cards moved over to your side. We was thinking, well, that's how you was feeling anyway. But I'm thinking it was like towards a specific person. It's like towards a specific energy, and it is. However, yeah, spirit is like calling your bluff, like, sing, because you did the work. You obviously did some healing, and for you to be sitting here saying, I want a soulmate. I want some soulmate energy around me. I want to, you know, have my person. It is time. And only those who actually say that kind of thing are the ones who are actually ready for it. You're not gonna actually call for your actual soulmate unless you are absolutely ready. Like your heart is longing for it, right? Um, like long wolf or lone wolf. Spirit said, Are you choosing this? I mean, you're saying you want this, but do you? Because like, choose now. What you doing? Who you playing with? Don't play with yourself. I really want to pull. I'm trying to see if I can get my No, I can't see. I can only deal with the cards that's on the table. Anywho, I wanted to get my what do they call them? Tarot cards. I really just like I can't have music on right now because I love my music. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure because I think that was a fallout. I want to make sure. See, I don't want that one either. I was having a tooth issue earlier, y'all. Yeah, but that's oof. And it wasn't that it was hurting. It was just very uncomfortable. My pain tolerance is very high. I think my sister's higher though, and she's younger than me. All right, that's the one I was looking for. Mutual growth. That's the one I was looking for. Thanks. All right, so this one says you inspire each other to become the highest version of yourselves, and your love is the container for the evolution. And see, that's what I'm talking about. If you try, you never know. And spirit is saying that, like, if, especially if, like, if you've done the work from all, you know, not the fact that you are. Well, see, I don't know because this lone wolf card here is saying like, are you ready? Or are you playing with yourself? Come on, stop. And with procrastination here, procrastinate here, it's kind of sound like you are like playing with yourself. Are you really ready for the relationship or not? Or not? You say you want a soulmate. And you've done the work. If you've actually done the work, you've obviously called that soulmate energy in for this person to be on your tail, whoever he is, whoever she is. And like I said, soulmate can be any person that come across your path that has an effect on your future or your life, right? Healthy habits, niceness. I love it. It says your shared commitment to a healthier life amplifies your connection. This is an upgrade for your body, mind, and spirit. See what I'm saying? That's literally some soulmate energy. Like food for the soul, mind, body, and soul, yo. That's some sweet stuff. Must be nice. Thanks. That's the kind of stuff, yeah, folks long for. And I understand. But you like Spirit said, or is using me to say, you gotta be in it to win it. You trying to win the lottery? You can't win the lottery if you're not buying the tickets. Not telling nobody to go get no habit or nothing like that. I'm just saying, just using it as an analogy, as you should hopefully get it. All right. Look, I said don't go get up in there and talking about that and looking they got money problems here. That's deep. All right, you're not on the same page financially, and it's bleeding into your emotional connection. So, okay, okay, okay. So maybe this person don't have the money you are typically used to. See, that's another term and condition. You know, you have your own. You know what I mean? I get it. We want everybody to match what we got, and that's a thing. I can feel that. But if it's an attribute in other areas, like I said, um, it's not that you are lacking those things. Maybe, like I said, he's not in the tax bracket. This person. That's why you never looked at him like that. Like, ugh, he's cool to be a friend, but he's not cool to be my man. Vice versa for the female. He talked to you, whoever this is, he talked to you about his problems, and he shared those things. He's honest with you about what's happening with him, and he shared those things with you because, yeah, he actually look at you as one that he can trust with that information that he can see himself with. He's not setting those things up like that for nothing. He's not being vulnerable for nothing. Whoever this person is, this deep. Oh Lord. I wasn't looking for all of this. I thought we was going to something else. So this I said love or not. Do they love me or do they love me not? And I said a lot of tags. However, this is definitely guidance. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. And he can be honest with you. He he may not have everything that you know, and maybe that has been your deal breaker. He gotta be a baller. He has to be GQ 5 top notch 5-piece suits. I don't even know if they have that many pieces to a suit, but I'm just saying top everything. And you wouldn't give him a second look if he didn't. But this person is cool enough to be a friend, right? You'll listen to their problems or whatever, but you don't know that this person is actually, you know, sharing those things and clinging to you and are around you and being vulnerable and transparent with you because he actually sees a future with you, this person. But you can't see that for all of what you've been through, and you probably had people that played games with you and you know played those kind of games, with money and things like that. It just, yeah, I get it. But you can't think that everybody's like that. Again, you'll miss your blessings, especially if you want this soulmate energy in a relationship. We're talking about a relationship. So, like I said, you can meet all kinds of soulmates, but this is a relationship. I think I cut myself off before I actually said the complete something something. Some storybook stuff here, if you allow it to be. It's almost like Medea, that I forget what it was with Diary of a Mad Black Woman, kind of sort of. She almost didn't choose Sh- Shamar, Shamar, because she wanted her husband, and I get it. She wanted her husband, her family, her life, that she knew. And she didn't give him a second look, not just because she was married, but like she could never see herself at first, should I say. She could never see herself at first um, with that gentleman, with Shamar. And then she found herself working in a diner. It's funny how life happens. But anyway, hot and cold. Hmm. Told you, did I do this? Yeah. Do you really want it, or are you playing games with yourself, procrastinating? You don't want nobody playing games with you, so you shouldn't play games with you. All right. Hot and cold. It says real love doesn't leave you confused. You deserve consistency, not the chaos of wondering which version of them you'll get. And I get that. However, that can apply to this person, and that may be as to why another part of the reason. So maybe you haven't done as much, you aren't as healed as um I was thinking you are. uh I was led to believe. Hmm. And it's the truth. Real love does not leave you confused. God is not the author of confusion. God is love. Love is God, and He is not the author of confusion. I love that. I just correlated that to scripture. hmm And you do deserve consistency, and that's your boundaries, right? That's the boundaries you set for every person, place, or thing, not just your intended husband or wife or whatever, your soulmate that you are calling in. And I'm not saying like manifesting and calling in, but you're longing, your heart is longing for it. And when you are in the right place, like I said, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, God will bless you with just that. You just have to be in the right space, the right mind, everything, because God ain't gonna bless you with your soulmate or your person, that person that you're supposed to grow old with, if you aren't, um you're not right. He's not gonna put you in somebody else's life to delay them or to cause a dilemma, or cause them heartache or brokenness because you aren't healed to your full um 100, right? Battery pack gotta be full, honey. All right, real love doesn't leave you confused, and God doesn't either. Yeah, that's how you know He's in the midst, because there won't be any confusion, the painful past. I get it. I understand. The history between you and your past is very heavy, and let's see, and you don't know how to put it down. And I'm trying to paraphrase because it's actually talking about somebody else in the card, but I'm using it towards you all, this reading. So, but I'm gonna just read what it says. It says painful past, and it says the history between you two is heavy, and neither of you know how to put it down. Let it go. You're trying to build a future while still bleeding from the past. So, as I just said, uh, maybe you aren't as healed as you even thought you were. So maybe this is something that I mean, this is what you can have. This is and see, you have this person here, and not saying that this is like trauma bonding here, but it's actually cool to this person, if he's an actual or she's an actual friend to you. It's okay to actually be a friend to them, right? Maybe he's heard, she's heard your hurtful past, and the things that you've gone through. You've told, you were very vulnerable. You let your guard down, and maybe that's partially why you never. That's another reason why you haven't seen this person as your person, because they know everything. Right? You've you've friend zoned this person, and you told them all your deepest, darkest, and maybe that's why they're sharing, because they're like, you're not alone. You're not the only one. You're hurting in that way, but I have other things that's causing, I mean, that I'm dealing with too. Like, you're not alone. I can be here for you. Let me be your shoulder. Let me be your ear. And can you be that for me? Right? Reciprocity. That's how you understand each other. Going through those little things. Not saying that you are, going through something with somebody, but I don't want it to sound like it's a burden, right? I don't want it to sound like it's a burden. That's how you can find someone and look past their shell, seeing them vulnerable and understanding, okay, it's not a one sided thing. They've heard your cry, understand and hear their cry, whoever this person is. And that's crazy because that was deep. That was very deep. So, and this person, and you're not vulnerable with everyone. And there's a reason why you are vulnerable with this person. Look at how you feel around them. You probably never even paid attention to that because it's just so normal, so honest, so innocent, so pure. Where he makes you or she makes you feel comfortable enough to let your guard down, and you don't even realize you are. But there's one thing you won't allow in at this time, and that's love. And like I said, it could be because you aren't as ready as you would like to be, and that's cool too. And this is why it's good to vet the person, vet, enjoy that time with being friends. You find out a lot about a person that way. Your similarities, your likes and dislikes, of course. You know, the real stuff. Love is beautiful, darlings. It's a nice reading. It's not as bad as it one would think. It's actually lovely if you'd embrace it, if we'd embrace it, you know. And like I said, guilty. So guilty. I don't go nowhere and do nothing. I go to work and come home. That's funny because I just looked at this card. It was at the bottom of the deck and it just came out. Teddy bear. Interested in you. Blooming romance, flirting. Told you that vulnerable, that being vulnerable him is that person flirting and like giving you the puppy dog eyes and want you to like he don't want you to feel like because you tell me all your secrets and all your feelings and how your past and what you've gone through. Like I'll never use it against you. Um, I've been through some things too, and I want you to know, right? I'm gonna equally share, right? I'm gonna make you feel comfortable because I want you to feel comfortable. I want to be comfortable, and I want you to know I'm comfortable around you because I'm gonna share my inner deepest. And most real men don't like telling you about their issues, let alone their money issues. Mm. But yeah, teddy bear interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanna date. There's love in the air. I see. Huh? Why that call? Look how that just fell on that. Y'all saw that? And then when I want to pick it up, what is this? After healthy habits. Y'all see it? Dang. Wedding rings. I say want to date, and that's like the almost like the final outcome of your scenario. Again, you can't, and that may be true when I say you can't win if you're not in. That may be someone that is, you know, you are stagnated and you don't want to actually, you're not ready to put your toe in the water. You're just peeping out the scene, you're hearing about it, asking questions about it, that kind of thing. And then eventually you'll evolve into this scenario here. But then there are some folks, one of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses, um, yeah, that have somebody on your coattail already, anybody. And yeah, good for you. All right. Only if you can see it the way you're supposed to. Now, again, if you're not ready, no pressure. Just fester in the friend energy. Fester in the friend energy. Nothing wrong with that. All right, wedding rings. Union and marriage, soul connection. That's so that's crazy. Everlasting. Everlasting love. I got a love that lasts forever. And that man, that song used to be the bomb. FM 98. If you know, you know. Lord. FM 98. I say FM 98. Mm-hmm. Things I used to do, I don't do no more. Places I used to go. Say, and guess what? That song, it was played on the FM 98 love and all of that. It was mixed in with the love music, but it was actually about God. That was gangster, but it was about God, the everlasting love. When I got older, I understood the actual real deal Holyfield. But yeah, when I was younger, when it was all the puppy love and all of that stuff, I get it. But, yeah. All right. It says okay. This card is actually saying that somebody's codependent. I ain't gonna say you. I'm gonna just say the person who ain't looking at this video. Yeah, it's the other person, the other people that ain't get here yet. but they are addicted to this, like, and codependent. So are you really on this lone wolf energy? Spirit said, are you really a loner? Huh? Or are you afraid of loving someone who could possibly hurt you, but you'll never know because you're not out there. And it could be you too. Um, the one who have the person on this hotel, you're not out there. You're not looking to date anybody. You're not putting nobody in that seat. You haven't put anybody in that seat just yet. You have maybe a few persons. I don't know. That could be possibilities. But I know for certain there's one for sure, somebody who this isn't lust. This isn't something that's temporary. This isn't something, but as long as you are like addicted and stuck in the past and stuck in that mindset, you'll never see what this can actually bring. But like I said, timing is everything. And again, if you're not ready at this very, very second, just don't procrastinate too long. Like the card said, don't hold them too long. And if this man is breaking his neck, he's doing things like literally breaking his neck for you, doing an impossible, making the impossible happen, or the impossible possible for you. And you see, and you just, is it a game? You playing? Don't play no games with people. You wouldn't like your heart to be played with. All right. So, anywho, Spirit is saying you are somewhat addicted to this codependent, um, restrained, blocked, stuck in the past. That's the energy you're familiar with, right? That's why you know that. That's the one thing you're sure of. But actually being sure of someone doing the right thing. And not using you sharing those things with, and not actually using those things that you are being vulnerable about against you. Because it's crazy. People get in relationships and you think that that's your people until mad day. And everything that you let, every part of you letting go your guard is put out for the world on display, and it's so sad. So I get why you kind of like don't trust the situation, and why it's left a bad taste in your mouth. I understand. Um, you have an emotional block towards the situation. You are possessed with what you control. You can control. Um, are you? Yeah, that's your prized possession. I'm sorry. Your prized possession is what you can control, or what you believe you can control. The amount of information you give folks, and that's a good thing too. There should always be a cutoff point with that. I won't hit on that, but you know, and it's very healthy for you to actually have somebody that's around you that you can tell those things to, and not be judged. Right? You not be a judge or not be judged. It's healthy, very healthy. Even though having all that stuff bottled in is sickening. And maybe it's gonna lighten you, and lighten you to the point of enlightening you that this is your guy. your girl. But at this point, this how y'all looking. At this point, this is how y'all looking. Because of your painful past, your mindset is the way that it is. But I feel like if you release enough of that energy, talking about it, just again, someone who's really listening, and to the point of he's listening like, girl, if you give me a chance. He listening to you. He looking at you like, you just give me the time of day. Say, if you give me the time of day, my baby, you'll never have to worry about this again. You'll never. I'm gonna take baby steps with it because I know he need baby steps. I know she need baby steps. I get it. I'm gonna respect her space. I'm gonna respect her mind. I'm gonna respect her boundaries. You know. But this is me right here. Yeah. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let her know. Yeah. I ain't got a judgment in me for you, baby. Like I needed you to be here for me, and you were here for me when I needed that, and vice versa. That's reciprocity in the door, and that's showing you that when you are in need, or vice versa, that there is someone that could actually perform in that area, show up the way that you need them to, because obviously you have, he have, this person has, she has. Right? Can I get a couple more of these? All this time I've been building my castle of love just for two. Look, partying. You gotta be in it to win it. Sometimes you gotta accept the invitation. Sometimes you gotta accept the invitation. Just for two. Dang, that's crazy. And you'll never know you were my reason. I've gone much too far for you now to say that I have to throw my castle away over dreams. Yes, man. You see that? Cupid's arrow. That's funny. Not funny, but yeah, I love it. Anywho, this one says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, struck by love. Let's talk about it. All right, key honoring many options, unconventional. Yeah, I love it. And though he may have many options, though you may have many options, y'all look probably a nice looking couple. He see that you are beautiful, and yeah, folks are gonna look at you. Folks, men are gonna like you. You're gonna have propositions, and this is a friend. He's got to sit back and watch all of these folks propositioning you, looking at you, and if only like you can be his, or if only the good looking you can be hers. Hers. Excuse me. Long as you can be hers. Hers, y'all. I know how to say it. All right, engagement rings. Higher commitment in eternity. Excuse me. Somebody trying to shut me down with the coffee. I rebuke it. See what I'm saying? And then Leone came right behind it. Don't play with me. Go play with your mom. Go play. I'm sorry. I forgot where I was. Okay. Higher commitment, eternity, and it says partnership and union, completion. The very thing that you have been longing for. You know what I mean? Demanding, and that's decent. You have the right to. Like I said, you have the right to. You've gone through enough. You've seen enough. You've felt enough. You know. You've dished and you've taken, and that'll set you straight. Where you like, you know what? I got tunnel vision. You know, I'm gonna do my thing. I don't know. I kind of want one. I don't know. It might. I don't know. Hot and cold. I don't know. Feel like it's a day. Tomorrow, probably not. And listen, I have it where sometimes I do like feel like I can go out in a relationship. I can maybe try. You know. Now then, there are times where I might get a call from a homegirl and somebody that excuse me, listen to or whatever. I hear out, I help, and I'm listening to a story, and that confirms. Oh well, there you go. That's why I'm not in a relationship now. Reason, give me a reason. I'll be looking for a reason to be hot and cold. Say what, and then I might look at a movie and be like, oh, idea that it's cool. Then you think about it. Nah, it's only the movies kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. I absolutely get it. But do not sell yourself short. Especially, like I said, if you know you are worth it. You didn't stick behind and let all these other folks use and abuse you. That may have caused you, this whatever, this lesson. I ain't gonna call it whatever. Just because it's not going through what we've gone through, because I've gone through my share. Oh God, that's why I'm here before you today. Here talking about it. Okay. I'm alive and well though. Hey, I made it through. hmm Yeah, but I've learned to not stress over what I don't have any control over. I love the serenity prayer. God give me the strength to accept the things that I can not change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Right. And so that kind of like causes God to undergird my situation. Anywho, let's move forward. Evolving the butterfly. Maybe you have a butterfly tattoo. This is the next card at the bottom. After a while, I'll start pulling from the bottom. If you can't tell, that's my pattern. All right. So yeah, evolving and growth. Next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. It will behoove you to, especially like I said, if you want that lovely um relationship that awaits you. But like Spirit said, don't wait too long. Don't forfeit your destiny with what your heart longs for. But like I said, you um you can't win if you're not in. You don't want to play the game. I get it. You're entitled to the games you want to play because you enjoy your control. However, you know, they can't call you your number if you're not in it. Hey, what the feezy? Something made me go back to them cards. I thought so. It was looking quite the same. Look, the single life at the bottom of that deck. Well, tell me how you really feel. Soldier, in and out, hot and cold. Maybe. Nah, I don't know. Let me weigh my options, you know. 5 homegirls call you a week. You're standing in the bathroom. A girl fussing with a boy. Oh, well, that reminds me. Hey, I'm good. I don't have to worry about the stresses. I don't, but like I said, you never know. This might be your person. You shunning the idea. Don't shun the idea. I say toxic talk. Hold on more. Anything. I've been building my ooh, my stomach is growling. With the tooth issues, I can't eat, y'all. I was supposed to make me some potatoes, and I got busy doing some other stuff and did not eat until I did not feel hungry until I sat here. I think the way that just came out, I kind of like have to take it the way it's set just now. And look, toxic talk at the bottom of the card today. And yeah, and I can see y'all neither one of y'all being vulnerable with anybody, and not to mention that you might not have anybody to be vulnerable with other than each other. But I'm saying like you typically don't, and that's the hint right there that there's something there. There's a reason why you're comfortable with letting your guard down, and as well, vice versa. So we have aligned future here. Kind of fits along with this story here, right? The end all, not the end all be all, because once you get the husband, then you get once you get the wife, then you get that kind of thing. So it's a lot that comes with that. It's a whole bunch of blessings and favor and all kinds of stuff. Folks don't like to talk about when you are living it the right way and doing it the right way. God honors order, and they coming through the the blessings coming through the husband, the head, and then the wife, and then the family, and folks that are living what's happening now. I get it. I get it. Don't beat me up for my understanding, my understanding, however you want to put it. But yeah, there's an order of things, and yeah, they're matter of fact, and God honors it, and I know it. I know it with my heart, not with anything else, but with my heart. All right, so and funny enough, there's a heart there and a heart there. All right, and a heart here. And the heart here. Anywho, all right. So, the connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose, and there you go. And that's funny because it speaks about facing the same direction, but currently, you know, he is here. He's not turned away, but you are, because you're not actually looking at this person in that way. But he's gonna blow your mind. She's gonna blow your mind, you know. And I would hate for you to renege on that situation and see him be what he was. She was trying to be. He or she was trying to be with you, with somebody else. That would be, yeah. Have you ever seen the love story between Whitley Gilbert? That's funny because my head went straight to them. Whitley Gilbert and Dwayne Wayne. Oh baby, that's the one. That's the story right there. That's the story. She didn't see who she had in front of her until Suki came from Japan and took baby. He couldn't see Whitley no more. Baby, he was on her tail, on a tail. Good boy, good guy, right? College student, a different world is the name of the show. Whitley Gilbert, excuse me, which was Jasmine Guy, and then Kadeem Hardison, which was Dwayne Wayne. And Suki, I think that was her name. And baby Whitley used to mess up that lady name every chance she got. Wanted to be the maid. Whitley was too ritzy to be talking about being a maid, but be she would not belittle herself, but she would, for love, the love of that man, she did. Yeah. Y'all gotta see it. You gotta see it. If you never watched A Different World, the college show that was the spinoff from the Cosby Show with Bill Cosby. Yeah, some people are probably still weird about him, but yeah, he was very influential in my my era. And yeah, so A Different World was a lot of what Black families looked at to yeah, it kind of gave you hope about, especially college, and got you to see what it actually looked like and the different backgrounds of the different people. It was just, amazing to see. We looked forward to those kind of things. But are watching those shows. But anywho, yeah, that's a good kind of like interpretation of what this kind of like seems like, feels like. Yeah, if you know, you know about them. That was one of my favorite love stories on TV. And I think that's the second one is like Fancy and Jermaine. I'm Jamie. I say Jermaine. Jamie Foxx. Now in 5 years, can't hold back my tears, 'cause I'm just so happy I'm marrying an angel today. Oh my God. If you know, you know. ¿Cuánto que separaste? All right, make a move. Hey now. Somebody's talking that stuff. Somebody is talking that stuff. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Make a move. Hmm? All right. Swipe, speak, show up. Then I say, because he shows up for you. Uh-huh. You're going to try. And so this is a female right here. And maybe you have locks or your hair is cut like this. I originally saw locks on his phone, but she got a wig or something like that. But maybe you have locks. Or maybe he have locks. But yeah, swipe, speak, smile, say hi, show up. Um, Whatever your move is, now's the time to make it. Wow, waiting won't allow you. I'm sorry, waiting won't align you. Actions will. That is funny because look, waiting won't align you. I see a bug. I had my door open because I smoked out the place. I had my incense, my what they call it, my cauldron, my brass cauldron burning with my incense and stuff. My tobacco. I don't want to say stuff because I don't want to leave no uh, room for the minds because I do have folks that from my job are on here. But I have a cauldron, a metal cauldron that sits right there on some sand and glass and sand. I have it sitting on, and I burn it, and it'll be smoky as heck up in here. I'm talking about smoking. Sometimes I gotta open my front and my back door, and it was pretty warm today. All right, but yeah, y'all get my drift. But I'm serious. Go watch A Different World. It's playing on one of them Prime or Netflix or one of them folks. I swear to God, that car just moved, just jumped. But did a car fly over there or something? No, I don't see nothing new. I think that's a result. I think that's a result. Honeymoon phase. This is the beginning, beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance. Yeah, there's a lot that comes with it. There's a lot that comes with, you know, a successful marriage, love, a relationship. You know, give and take, reciprocity. That's the biggest thing people forget. It's always I would say not always. Sometimes there's a situation where it end up outside. I see the sucker. I don't want to smack the heck out of it. But my eyes can see it, but I am not that accurate. I might smack the heck out of myself. I'm not that accurate. Not with my glasses on. But I have my glasses on. I can get it. Mm, mm, mm. The bottom card say holding you back. No. Until you put yourself out there, but honey poo. I think that's let me see what come up here. I was trying not to touch them earlier, but I keep grabbing them. Divine timing. That card just told you it was time. And I said, not that it's just not only is it time. Y'all saw that card come out. Not only is it time, I said something just kept telling me pick up the card. That was the second time I picked up that deck. But look at that. Not only are we talking that it's time, but it's divine time. I told you the right time is always the best time. It can't get any better than that. That's like they just your angels, ancestors, divine spirit, God, everybody just stamped their approval on whoever this person is. I'm just saying. Why soulmate came out twice in your reading? Divine timing. Straight up aligned in every area. Don't be too blind to see it, thing. Make your move. Look, make your move. Didn't I tell you what's up? Didn't I tell you? It's some female. Make your move. Or maybe it could be the cross watcher. It may be the guy that's looking, and maybe she's here watching and getting everything she needs, getting equipped, you know. Okay, I'm gonna smoke this stuff out again. Well, but I'm about to open the door again. My windows are weird. Family at the bottom. And I say, you know, when two become one, things happen. It grows. The family grows, evolves, right? Ain't no mystery, at least as far as I can see. Mm-hmm. Making our love between the sheets. Dun, dun, dun. As husband and wife is, of course, it's none of this conventional stuff that's happening here, because we losing touch of the beauty behind relationship, and actually becoming one with your significant other. We become one with so many different people. Yo, that's a different story. We're gonna talk about it a different time, because yeah, I got a whole story about perversion. I don't know. It's like folks is leaving, just is everywhere. It's like rampant. It's disgusting. So like I said, when you find love and the beauty in it, when you do see it, feel it, find it, hold on to it. Hold on to the image, the thought of it. And it kind of lets you know, oh my God. It kind of lets you know, or give you hope rather, when you see it. Like when I see people that are nice and kind to each other, it kind of gives me hope in the world that not all are lost. Like, it's good to see somebody else opening a door, standing, and I mean, you walking through a door, but you don't look back. Simple things like that, that you don't look back to see if there was somebody else that could have needed the door. Just a couple seconds, and I'm quick to say, don't rush. I got this. Let me do this for you. Such a blessing. I love being a blessing. All right. This new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. Oh my gosh. You can't wait. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding and the same mind that you have always had up until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Because you know why? Yeah, you deserve it. Just because you had, all the idiots in the past who didn't understand your work, didn't understand, yeah, who you are and what you bring. You know, don't mean that everyone that you encounter is gonna do you that, do you what they did you. So you can't chalk it up to that. And depending on how long this person has literally been on your tail, like he's just waiting on you to come around, or she just waiting on you to come around. All right, you are safe. You are protected. Did I show y'all that card yet? I want you to see it. I don't like this metal on this microphone just itch my chin. All right, so because I don't like people to think, I want folks to think that I'm just reading cards or whatever. All right, so this one says, you are protected. You are safe. The worst is behind you. Just in case you were worried. And look, I just said that. Literally just said that. I said the stuff that happened in your past. Oh my God. I just said that. Look, I'm not lying. Wait. That's what it's saying, y'all. Look, I'm not lying. So it says again, you are safe, you are protected, the worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. I'm gonna say learned, but the card say learnt. Learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. There you go. Oh, yo, I don't think I've ever had a well, no, in my past readings from back in the day on my other channels, I did have some pretty decent love readings. But I told y'all my channel is truth, nothing but the truth to help me, guys. So however the cards fall, I read them. You know what God gives me. I give to you all. And I you see my title. My title is what it is, and yeah, it's what it is. And God pulls it out there like that. But there you go. A new chapter. This new chapter. All right. It says if you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic and divine timing, because it's divine timing, right? Um, wow, hold up. If something filled with it's something that is filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive it and ask for it now, meaning it couldn't come at a better time in divine time. But look, it's right there. I'm not lying to you. This is the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help us, God. That's it. I ain't gonna tell you what I want to tell you because I want to tell you to you because I'm not moving off my energy. All right. You have the power, Christ Upper. Yes. Move forward. Hmm? Move forward with the plan. And you probably was looking at her, hey, do so and so. I think he liked me. I thought we were just friends. Oh, you have friends in your see, you know that girl like you, right? You think he doing all of that stuff for nothing. You think she doing all of that stuff for nothing. She's showing and you oblivious. It's going you got the ninja stars coming by you. Oh, well, you missed you missed you. Never saw it. You just you didn't pay too much into pay no mind too much into it. He probably was like, is that what I think he is that the flirtatious eyes he's giving me? Hmm. But he bringing you lunch every day, calling you and texting you how your day going. Good morning. Sleep well. Pray before you lay. You go out to dinner. He grab your hand. He bless the food. That he's a man. She's a woman. You know what I mean? A real woman. And not saying it like that. I'm talking about like you know a woman who is ready for this kind of action right here. You know what I mean? She's not playing no games. He's not playing no games. He's ready to put his best foot forward, and she's ready to do the same because they've been through enough, you know, outside of it, and then they can come together and be everything that each other need them to be. because it's the right time. It's the right time. Let it shine. Let it shine. All right, guys. All right. If you're feeling stuck in, oh, I read that. Can I get one more? Por favor, s'il vous plaît. Jif. All right. This is your validation. Did I tell you that this was? Did I tell you? I said it like 3 times. Go back and rewind it. I told you I said it. I said it. I was there when I said it. All right. So apparently you are too. All right. So this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you in your favor. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings. I mean, blessings on blessings on blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. What? Blessed is the word. You heard me? Voila. And let's get to these. And I'm hungry in the morning. I'm going to make me some cream of wheat. Those are my fat girl face. Oh, some food. Truth. I like it. Nothing but the truth will help us. What? Yeah. Attaining peace. Imagine that. You stressed out and worried about nothing for nothing. If I'm going to be stressed, I'm going to be stressed for something, not nothing. All right. A door to infinite. To the infinite. That's what I'm talking about. That eternity that we was talking about here. Bellissima. Progress at the very bottom of the deck. It says each day. I know it's coming. Sorry. There we go. Each day, as I recognize the divine within me, I progress further along the path of my spirit. Today, I rest and I respect my needs, observe what happens within, and do my best to maintain a positive attitude. That's right. Because you got to have that in order to bring in what you are expecting. Right? You can't expect it and be like, oh, they're gonna be just like me. So you're gonna get exactly them used to be's is gonna come, and yeah, and they're gonna come just like you like them, and then you're gonna really for sure put Mr. or Mrs. right here, on the back burner, because you ain't gonna be able to see them for being distracted. For okay, I'm gonna go ahead. All right, each day as I recognize the divine within me, I progress further along the path of my spirit. Today, I respect my needs, observe what happens within, and do my best to maintain a positive attitude. I have faith. I have faith in my inner strengths and capabilities. I grow and improve each day. Today, God's opinion of me is the only opinion that matters. That's right. So even if someone were to come back and use the stuff that you were being vulnerable about and transparent about, and even in the past, you know. That's what I just smart. All right. Truth. It says today I discover my greatest. Wait, hold up. First of all, I don't know if I let y'all see this. I like order. I want to make sure I'm consistent. Excuse me, with the things I can control. All right. Truth. Y'all saw I was not doing all this yawning. But when I get to the course that's talking about God and, favor the enemy is something serious. And do not want somebody, us, I'm going to say, I'm going to include myself in this, us is to get this story to be our story. I'm just letting you know. All right, truth. Today I discover my greatest truth is within me. It is a divine force that whispers from my inner self. I listen to this voice closely, putting aside my controlling mind. Then I talk about the control. Control. All right. In this way, I find all the answers that I am looking. I'm sorry, answers I am looking for. I am now in harmony with myself, and I welcome. I welcome the love of God, which is the truth that will guide me towards my fullest. Oh my God, most shining radiance. I told you about that love that you was radiating, or that love that was radiating, pulsating. Mhm. It can happen. It can happen. We'd be so broken and so, from the things that's happened to us. And excuse me, and that energy only gets to sit on us because we have yet to heal directly and indirectly from it. Crazy enough, both ways. Um, have yet to heal. You know? All right, so on to the scriptures. Wait, did I read all of them, y'all? I sure didn't. I was really going on. Moving on, like the card state. All right, attaining peace. This one says, today I turn within me to find the source of my experiences. All right. There I find the peace that comes from seeking truth, as truth is here. You see how the cards do? Man, it's impressive to me. It be impressing me in front of y'all. You have no idea. I be wanting to flip up in here. Well, how, like God shows out for me. Dang. Attaining peace. Again, it says, today I turn within to find the source of my experiences. There I find a peace that comes from seeking truth. I understand that the riches I discover within myself have a greater value than all the wealth of the outside world. Then I have something about wealth. Here, no, I say healthy habits. All right. Excuse me. Step by step, I continue my spiritual quest. Little by little, I free myself, rising ever higher and attaining true inner peace. After you realize all men ain't dogs, all ladies ain't cats. But yeah, dogettes, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You can't let your present pay for your past. Yeah, I said it right. Somehow I always mix it up. I don't know. It's just when it came out right that time. That's how you know it's right. Mm-hmm. All right, so first scripture we have to stand on as we are moving, out of this energy and actually into love. Another good love movie I used to love watching was the movie with, and my eyes are beginning to water now. And the movie with Lorenz Tate and Nia Long, Love Jones. Yeah, it's a good love movie. It's beautiful. Anywho, this is from Romans 8:38 through 39, and it says, "For I am sure that neither death nor life, nor height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God and uh, Yeshua, our Lord. Yeah, you hear that? That's the whole connection thing, the whole alignment. And wait, hold up. It was all these other cards that actually spoke about having faith, love is coming, struck by love, surprise invitation. Wait, it was this is the beginning, beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details behind the romance. Let's see. Oh, that's what I just finished reading. There was a few of these cards with the ring, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love. And when I think everlasting love, that's what I think about. You know, a God love, a God kind of love. You a God kind of love. All right, so that was Romans 8:38 through 39. So that might be something that you might want to stand on and or add to your prayer regimen when you are, you know, praying and being hopeful about your alignment and your future. All right. So the next one says, and this I'm sorry, this is from 1 John 4:11, and 4:11 might be a number that you frequently see. I know I've been seeing, in fact, twice today I saw 2:11, a few spirit numbers, but that was one 9:11 too. I rung out today at a store and I spent $9.11. All right, beloved, if God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. Are you serious? Talk about the reciprocity. Yeah. Hold on one. I have two more here. And I wanted the very bottom of the deck. All right, this one says, this is Esther 4:14. Come on. Are you serious? 4:14 might be a number that you see or will see. Or I see 144 as well, as 144 means divinely guided and protected. All right. As your card actually said, you were just that. Huh? You don't remember rewinding? It was amongst these cards. All right. So this one says, "Who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this? For such a time as this." I think I even mentioned that term. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mark 10:15. Maybe your guy name is Mark. I don't know. Oh, wait, Lord Jesus. That's funny. Let me just shut up. You had to be there. Anyway, Mark 10:15. Truly I say to you, whoever does not receive the kingdom of God like a child shall not enter it. That's funny because this is the second time maybe this came out at the end of the reading. I think this came out at the last reading maybe. Um, the innocence, the purity, pure at heart, the pure at heart. When they say innocent like a child, the pure at heart. Innocent and pure at heart. Who are the pure at heart? Righteous. The righteous. Pure heart, clean hands. That's the story. That's the story, yeah. Alright, yep, I read that one. Romans and Esther. Esther is one of my favorite, one of the favorite. I think mostly a lot of them. I have a lot of scriptures. Even the ones that are missing, you know, that's a different story too. Even the ones that are removed, stolen, however you want to look at it, taken away, extracted, however you want to say it. excavated. I don't know. Dug out, stolen. Oh, my bad. Yeah. The other one is from 1 John 4:11. So 4 is here several times in that one. That's why I know 144 is for certain a number that is gonna probably haunt you a little bit, just so you could know that hey, that this reading is definitely for you. And yeah, maybe take heed to some of it somewhere, shape, form, or fashion. There's something here that you'll be able to apply to your scenario. All right, and the very bottom of the deck is June. Maybe it'll happen in June. We're in the new year. Maybe the connection will evolve around about June. Mhm. All right, but this card actually says John 14:26. All right. I go that 1 4 again. And maybe your birthday is January 4th, right? You may be 26 years old. And this card says, the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He will teach you all the things and bring you your remembrance, all that I have said to you. Think it's a game. Look, this is the card say. Can you see it? You have to see it to believe it, right? That's I mean, it fits everyone's scenario. Not everyone. I'm not gonna say that. But there are some that move differently. I can't put everybody in the category together. So shame on me for saying that. Yeah. There you go. Well, hope that helped y'all. I'm so grateful that y'all had a second to spend with me because I needed this. I really did. Considering I almost felt I feel famished. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hungry. I really am. I really haven't really gotten a chance to eat anything solid, good since I don't know, maybe day before yesterday. I've been snacking here and there, but it hurts over here. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So if I look like I'm a little pale because I hadn't eaten or something. I don't know. If I look a little different, that's probably why. Nonetheless, it was a pleasure. Again, hope that helped. Like and subscribe. Yeah, man. Love is in the air for the air signs. That's what it seems like to me. Now you know the truth. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna sit there? Go scratch your head? Scratch it? I don't know. Anywho, be blessed. I'm going to make me some tea or some cream of wheat or something. And relax a little nerves. Be at peace. And I hope you all have peace too. All right, be safe. Be blessed. Be at peace. And bust a move, man. The move ain't gonna bust you. Peace. Until next time. Check me sooner than later. Let me give you a little shoulder. There you go. That's all y'all getting. That's all you're getting. Wait. Even it out for you. That's it. Peace. Peace. Girl, can I see the thing? No, I'm stunting. Just going to put on my glasses. Let me just go and put my glasses on. All right.